Hello everybody and welcome to our brand spanking 18 weeks old new school. We are Broadmeadows Valley and we are going to be sensational. Who are we? We are made up of, at this point of time, 3 primary schools: Jacana, Meadowfair North and Broadmeadows West. At the end of the year, West Meadows Heights will join us and we will become one. We are currently operating on 2 sites, the old Meadowfair North site, which we call the Lilliput campus, and the Broadmeadows West site, which we call the Johnson Street campus. So, having been on the Johnson Street campus and originally coming from Broadmeadows West, I will present for you some of the things that we have achieved and some of the things that we have done with our kids on our site. And then Jan and Vivian will talk about the Lilliput site. In the Lilliput campus presentation, there will also be some presentation of a retreat that all of the 4 schools participated in. So there will be a bit of everything in their mix, okay? Okay, why developmental management? Because my hair wasn't curly last year. It was, but because we needed to do exactly that, to restore a focus on the learning and teaching in our place, and the need to change the inappropriate behaviours. And when I talk about inappropriate, we talk about inappropriate at the best level that primary kids could produce for various reasons. And I really empathised with Chris and Helen in the sense that we had 5 classrooms operating last year. By the end of the year, we had 9 teachers exit. So it was a very interesting combination. Of those 9, we have 1 on site with us at the moment. So what a wonderful opportunity this year we've had to actually start afresh, use the same language and begin at the same point. And we were talking in the break and just talking, you know, throughout our meetings, throughout planning this presentation, and saying that it's been a combination of different things that have contributed to some of the successes that we have achieved on the Johnson Street site. And, you know, teachers are the key, and that is really, really true. You know, we sort of say it, but it's true. And we have evidence of that at our school on our site. And it's the teachers that have made a difference, and the kids have come along as well. What have we achieved? Remain calm. I just laugh when we say that because that was not an issue last year. We weren't calm. And the kids were joining us in not being calm. You know, nobody was calm. This year we're calm. It's a different understanding we have. You know, we are able to talk in that adult voice to our kids, and our kids have joined the party with that. It took a little bit of convincing, but they've got there. So, and it's that persistent message that we've given them in terms of remaining calm, and that they will be heard. They don't need to be screaming, and we don't need to. Like, we can shut the classroom door, staff room door and debrief, but the face in front of our kids and our parents is that calmness. We've now, when we're exiting kids, and there aren't many that we're exiting, and according to the data that we've collected, it's the same child that seems to be exiting, and he's in the grade 5-6 area. We believe that perhaps there are some other kids who need to be exited in the 3-4 area. However, the teacher has taken different liberties, I suppose, in the sense of exiting them. So the conversations are now with those kids are on a different level, and the content of those conversations are very different as well. So it is about the behaviours, it is about establishing those rights and responsibilities that everybody has completed in the grades. And we're able to talk to the kids about their behaviour and the impact it has on their learning. So, you know, we talk about having all these wonderful strategies, but what we've found is that it's the simplicity in them and the shared understanding that we all follow the same process has really helped us and our kids. If I'm talking to a kid that's been exited, the conversation they know must begin with I, because we had a sensational amount of kids last year and who kept saying he, she, they, it, the tree, before they accepted any kind of responsibility for their behaviour. And they didn't, and they believed it. They weren't mucking around. They believed it. It was always somebody else. So the tables have turned now and they're able to say, I did it with his help, but at least it's, you know, it's with the I. We've established that safe environment, not only for kids, but for teachers as well. We no longer have kids climbing out windows and insulting teachers and all that sort of stuff. So it's that safety aspect, and that's reflective in our student opinion data. That's one part of it that has actually increased, and kids are feeling a lot safer. You know, we talk about targeted curriculum and ensuring that the needs of our kids are really identified, and we're able to do that in a more precise manner this year. We've taken away a lot of other little distractions that sort of, you know, we were doing a bit of this, a bit of that, and really honed the focus in on teaching and learning and getting these kids literate and numerate. And the message is being given in terms of the rewards and recognition that we're now doing at assemblies or in newsletters in the past, where we've talked about the learning. At the beginning of the year, I identified about 6 families of kids who were major behaviour challenges last year, and I invited the parents or the parent up for a conversation with me about how this year was going to look in terms of rights and responsibilities. And for a lot of us, we believed that that had some sort of an impact, so that the message was not only clear between us as a staff and our kids, but also that it was about the parents as well, because we deal with a lot of if he hits you, you hit him back mentality. So we had to try and, again, in another way, talk about, you know, rights and responsibilities here at school, and this is what we believe now, and this won't be appropriate and this won't be tolerated. So those conversations seem to have been fairly successful with most. What we see now, the kids are on task, more so than what they were. They're engaged, they're able to talk about what they do, their rights and responsibilities more so. We have been plugging that like you wouldn't believe. So it just comes out naturally to them. And, you know, what we talk about is that, and